Here we go with another one. Real Talk with Real Deal and Jesse Cash.
Let's go, baby.
What up, Jesse?
What up, dog?
Jesse's back. Back again.
That's right.
Yeah. It's almost Christmas.
Almost Christmas.
And we are back for another podcast. So thanks for checking us out again, y'all.
Hey, what better thing to talk about with Christmas than the new Wild Willie's Christmas mugs?
Well, I'm a Mountain Dew Zero guy, but let's get a little try out here. What we think about it. So yes, Mr. Brad Akins and Allison said it would be so cool to have like a traditional yearly
like a
Christmas collection mug.
Yeah.
This is year one, so I'll put a link in the description below for everybody to check it out. We got Bronco and Jeep. See what you think about it.
Yeah, that thing's sweet.
It's legit.
Mild to Wild.
Mild to Wild, and we got Lifting Christmas Spirit since '95. Really cool.
That is really cool. I like that.
Obviously, I like the red. I got the red going on.
Oh, without a doubt.
So, $25 shipped to their door. 18 if they come here and get it. We got like $18 in these things. So, if you think it's expensive for a mug, it is to me, y'all. Let's be honest. But we're just trying to break even. We're trying to get these things out of here, and people have some collector Wild Willie action. So, hit us up for everything Christmas mug.
You can add it to your yearly Waffle House mug collection.
So Allison has a big collection of those. Every year she keeps going and getting them. So that was kind of the thought process of doing these.
That's cool.
Really cool. And I think ours are a little bit better though.
Yeah, I think
like
so too.
I like the design. Bronco, Jeep, we'll do maybe Raptor, F-150 or something next year.
That's a little Abyss Gray kind of on that mug.
It is a little Abyss
Bringing it
gray.
back.
Yeah, I like the color. Color. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
So the point of this is just to get you back in here talking. I mean, y'all know that me and Jesse are the best duo whenever we're doing this stuff. You know what I mean? So want to do more salespeople and employees here. Want to do more of our customers in here as well. I guess the next one is going to be AJ Styles.
Yeah, it's going to be huge.
The phenomenal one.
Yeah.
And what a phenomenal Bronco.
Yeah,
I know we were going
to
to talk about the rodeo, but let's go ahead and talk about AJ. Let's talk about AJ.
Yeah, let's talk about AJ. This thing's going to be so cool. Like, I'm so excited for this thing to get done. And, I mean, I know he's so excited, too. We've been having conversations about it. And he's called me Sundays when I'm walking through Walmart, get Christmas lights, like, hey, man, what's going on? What's going on?
Keith Dean's looking in the window here, and Keith Dean just sold that 450 truck, and he's got a Raptor going, too.
Western Reserve.
Thing's
baller.
But AJ's been like the most patient customer ever. I mean, it's taken a long time for us to get completed, but it's going to be one of the baddest.
It's going to be so cool.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of brains that went into that idea. It was really cool to. I don't know if we talked about it on the first one. I don't know. I don't think so. But it was really cool to sit in here with him and him and his wife and me and you and just start vibing things off of each other and getting some ideas and stuff. And he was really excited about it.
Yeah,
it went really good.
Just, you don't know how these superstars are going to be, but just a super humble and great guy, great family, great story all the way around.
And we'll get into it here in just after we get talking about the rodeo and everything. But Brandon Woodruff with the Milwaukee Brewers, super nice guy, great dude,
stud pitcher too.
Yeah, stud pitcher. Yeah, I was talking to my dad yesterday about him, and he's like, "That big old boy can throw the piss out of the ball.
He can sling it, man.
He can." Mississippi State went and played. I was reading he got drafted out of high school with the Rangers, decided to go to Mississippi State, and then started playing with the Brewers and just been shutting them down ever since. So, but no, we'll talk about it here in a little bit.
Yeah.
But really excited about that one.
Yep. Going to be a great show today, so y'all stay tuned.
Yeah.
I guess let's start with the rodeo action.
Yeah, the rodeo was cool. Well, from what I've heard, it sounds really cool. Why don't you talk about it, Neil?
Yes. So y'all saw, hopefully, the promotions of the truck we did. CM Truck Bed Company, they got a lot of attention from our posts and stuff that we did of that silver one for the lot. And again, that was us taking a step out into an area we were not comfortable with. But I perform well in that. I feel like if you're comfortable, you're not going to really reach your potential. You need to step outside your comfort zone. So that was like, okay, we put our neck on the line for that 450. We put our neck on the line with our Coverts, our Everest, our lower trucks, everything. We've kind of just been instrumental in trying to be innovative, especially for offerings coming from a dealership. If you just look in our showroom right now, we've got a Sarge Green Explorer with gold wheels on it. I mean, you don't find stuff like that in normal dealerships. This Indoraptor Code Orange right here, unbelievable too. We got all kind of cool stuff. Anyway, that one paid off for us big time. CM Truck Bed Company, Joe Lewis, VP, great guy, hit us up, talked to Brad and I, said we got to, we want you to build us one for the rodeo, for the National Trailer Source booth. And their booth, as you see in the images here, is huge. It was like, so it's in the convention center at Las Vegas, the same area where SEMA is. We got. I'm gonna take you to SEMA, dude. I gotta take you. You'll be my videographer. We need. That's how we're gonna play that. I need that. The wife was the videographer this time. She did a great job, but
she didn't go out to SEMA with you this year.
No, she didn't go to SEMA this year. I was pretty much solo and everything this year, but that whole area in the convention center is massive. It's huge. I mean, if it just takes so long to walk it all and see it all. But basically, that area was for the Cowboy Christmas, which is like a trade show expo, arts and crafts, saddles, clothing, pocketbooks, anything you can think of that was associated in any realm with the horse community, rodeo community, which is a huge niche. They took over Vegas just like the SEMA crowd takes over Vegas. So it was a very eye-opening experience to me. I didn't know if going out there, if it was going to be worth my time and Mr. Aiken's money to go out there, but it 100% was. It was an eye-opener to me. We're missing business left and right. Literally, if we would have had, this was a Star White truck, as you see, we would have had, if we had 100 of those trucks, I know we could have sold them all. Because essentially, when we got there, we flew out Sunday. Once we arrived, the wife and I were very impressed. I've already told you this, but they need to hear it. We were very impressed. We were like, we were 21, man. We had little sleep every day. We were running. We were working hard and playing hard. And so we basically got there, made the connection, talked to everybody, saw the truck right off the get-go. As soon as we got there, went to a place to eat, Spago at the Bellagio. It was money. And we went to a Miranda Lambert concert, which she was there kind of doing the rodeo thing. It was just a great environment. Awesome. So like we were, the very first day, the half day, we were already ramped up. The next day, 3 hours sleep, we go to the Cowboy Christmas, because the actual rodeo, it's like 10 days from 5:30 to 9:30 of your bell racing and your bull riding, all the stuff that you normally see in a rodeo. And it was just the best of the best there. The elites were there and just competing. And here's a look at all the winners too. Really cool. Here's some scenes from the rodeo. It was a great experience. We had great seats. Big shout out to Reggie and Ashley Jones. We sponsor them with their adventures in the rodeoing. So they bought us tickets. They bought Kristen and I tickets.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Just for good people.
Yeah.
So we were treated phenomenally out there. Once we experienced that, we ran. We went to the spent time talking with people and customers, seeing the truck. I got a lot of contacts there from that. It was just a great time of just consuming ourselves in that culture and just seeing all the potential ways that we could, immerse ourselves into that culture. And in this area, it's popular, but not as popular as some other areas. But it's just there's a huge need for that type truck. Taking a bed off the truck and putting a flatbed, people see great value in that from a convenience standpoint of hooking up and using that bed space, fuel tank in the back, etc. Just a great overall experience. We went to the next day, so we were there for 2.5 full days, a 4-day full trip. We went to the golden black Indoraptor, Stratosphere,
man,
Blake Sartini, another guy.
Yeah, solid dude.
There's still so much good in the world.
Oh yeah,
people that do not have to be kind at all, just being kind. That's special to me. So Blake, a very accomplished gentleman, owns a Stratosphere. Him and his family. He knew we were out there, said we're gonna make sure you and your wife have a great experience. So I was not able to eat there. I stayed with him or at the Stratosphere during SEMA, didn't want to ask him again, but he knew we were out there, so he said, "I got you covered." So he showed us. We were treated like celebrities. We were treated like, I mean,
You had the royal.
we're Jesse. We kind of are becoming celebrities though.
It is definitely way more you.
But how many times have people called you and said, "I saw you in a video. I want to buy something from you"?
Yeah, that happens a good bit. I
mean,
it's really cool.
That's next level status.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even yesterday, that lady asking you to do a video for her, was it 3.5-year-old son who watches the videos every night.
He's gonna watch this probably. Oh, there you go. So
Leander.
I confirm that is how you say.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leander. That's his name. So
Leander, and he loves Real Deal Neil.
He likes limited trucks. Limited trucks. He's 3.5 years old. You know.
Oh yeah.
So Leander, I'm gonna do another video for you, just for you, my man. But I appreciate it. Of all ages, I want y'all to enjoy what we got going on. So that's really cool.
It's so cool because we were watching a video from 5 years ago of you doing a YouTube video at a previous store that you worked at, and like not hating on you,
bad.
Not hating on you at all, but just watching the videos now and then going back and watching the video, it's like a whole new, and you can tell the atmosphere that you're in really helps with the energy that you bring as well.
Oh yeah.
And so, I mean, obviously your energy was not as high, but it's funny because it's like, dang, look at 5 years ago to where you're at now.
I know, man.
And the amount of people that we've gotten subscribed and the amount of followers that you've gotten, and just like how many people reach out. And I mean, Leander loves watching the videos, and that's so cool to be able to have that kind of influence. And she was like, you know, can tell that you bring this Jesus, you know, kind of vibe, and just you show Jesus through your videos and your kindness and your energy, and that like really means a lot to a mom with a 3.5-year-old son watching YouTube videos.
Yep. And I agree. And like, we need to bring, we broke these the other day for a video, but we need to bring the Jesus swag back.
Yeah.
Because just like in the world, you know, the negativity is louder than the positivity, you know, so you got all the stuff that the devil's doing in the world is loud right now. And we need more people to stand up with positivity and with, you know, heart full of joy, you know, in God. That's what we need, more of that.
Yeah.
So I don't want to stuff that down people's throat. I guess I kind of tried doing that in the past with videos. I guess I was kind of being like a little preacher almost with some of the stuff I was like posting, and it was getting no traction. So I instantly stopped that. I told you about this yesterday. And what I've come to my conclusion is that stuff doesn't work. People are not going to pay attention to that. They're going to keep swiping for something that's more interesting. But if I can convey love to all people like you do, you have the same attitude. I see you working. I see you, you know, being joyful and cheerful and good attitude. I think that's the way that we can extend our faith and belief to everyone else.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's Francis Chan is a incredible pastor and author and everything, and he had this saying a few years ago, was preach the gospel and when necessary use words. You know, and
there you go.
That's huge, man.
That's
the
it.
way you treat people, you know, the way showing them kindness and showing people that they matter. You know,
yeah, that's
huge.
That's, Mr. Brad Akins does that too. I mean, you see him, you know. He it's great to see, and we're in the proper vehicle here. We're in the place where that is not condemned. Sharing that faith and being positive and all that stuff, that's not it. And yeah, when I was at other places, we were in a vehicle that was not going 200 miles an hour, and I just knew in my life at that point that I was in a vehicle that was going 100, and that's average, but we ain't here to be average, y'all. I know God didn't put us here to be average. You know, we got something special planned for us. So we're going 200 real quick.
Yeah.
Here at Akins. And then that video, let's put a little bit of clip of this up right now. But that was awful. It was like, it was a lot of pauses and no energy at all.
None.
It was Neil Shepard and Ford Raptor and Avalanche. I mean, there's good information in there. I was good. I was always good with the information and the product knowledge and whatnot, but not the real deal swag. You know, not the. Not
you were just Neil back then.
Yeah. I had my title then. The hater gave me that title there, but it wasn't. It It wasn't elevated.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
speaking of that, we had DJ Khaled one time. He said, look, he was like, I know,
We the best.
real deal and Aikens and Wild Willies, they the best, we the best. God did is what he said. So look, we got the swag.
Those things are so clean.
We're gonna put them right here just for this. You know?
Those are so clean.
Look, we got we the best. We the best.
Hey,
right
we're not
there.
even sponsored by Jordan.
We're
We
not even
just
sponsored
love
by
them.
it. You know, we're not even sponsored by it.
That's the only thing I wish that I could do here is wear Jordans, because I got like a few pairs of Jordans that I rock on a daily basis outside here at church and small group and going to dinner or whatever. And I would love to be able to wear my Jordans here, but they just,
Oh yeah.
they just wouldn't like that.
Well, y'all, I got plenty of haters, and I enjoy them. And Jesse, you probably getting haters. You got haters, probably in Winder, just from what you what you're doing. You're creating waves.
Yeah.
By just gaining traction, being successful, doing a great job. But that means you're doing something right.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you wore Jordans, you'd be getting a lot of hate.
Well, it's funny because I'm wearing some Justins right now, some Justin boots.
Stick them up there.
Yeah. So I'm wearing some Justin boots right now. It's raining today.
I'm Kohan too.
Well, see, I wore them yesterday, and I was like, I need to just wear them again. They're about to rain. But don't get me wrong, I'll wear some boots and then wear a pair of rolled up jeans and some Jordans in a heartbeat. I got no problem doing that.
Oh yeah. We multifaceted. We can roll with different, and that I'm real deal. You got to be able. You can't just be single minded. You got to be able to be diverse.
I don't want to stay in one avenue.
No, that's what I mean. Like wheels and tires, we'll go from 17 to 30s. It don't matter.
We'll put a 10-inch lift on a truck or lower it.
It don't matter.
I ain't got no problem doing that.
Speaking of 10-inch lift,
oh, I didn't even mean to bring that up. But how about that?
And look behind you too. I got something. I broke that out in Vegas, but the 26 is not because of Malcolm Mitchell or any Georgia Bulldog. The 26 is for the 26 inches.
Let's go, baby.
So that's coming out for that video.
How much longer were you out on that?
It'll probably be a New Year's release.
Will it?
Yeah.
Gosh, it's gonna
You
be
got to
so
help.
sweet.
You got to help me with that one.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got to do a before and after. Do our little showstoppers
Just
type.
pull up and
Yeah.
just a stock.
Just a
F2.
regular.
Yeah.
Just a regular one.
It's gonna be so cool. I'm so excited.
Shut the game down because we can't just be known for the Raptor scene. We got to show them what's up.
Yeah.
On the
So,
Super Duty.
talking about
Let's get back to let me finish on the.
that's why I was about to bring it back to is like I want
bad.
you to be able to talk about your
My bad.
experience at. No, it's cool. I mean, and this is not just like what we do on the podcast. This is real life. Like we'll start talking about something. It's like, oh gosh, hold on, I got to tell you something, and then 15 minutes later we're back to this subject. But no, it's serious. So, the Strat, y'all's date night was.
Yes. Well, first of all,
Yeah.
Blake Sartini again. Like all we did for him was design, dream, build, complete, and deliver him an unbelievable truck on 37s, black and gold for Golden Entertainment.
And make him feel special.
Perfect. Yes. And he just been kind for just out of the goodness of his heart.
Yeah.
But he was like, I got my man, shout out to my man, Mark. Mark was my driver. I had a driver at SEMA and my man, Mark.
Big shout out to Mark.
Mark in the Lincoln Navigator. Dude, it was, ooh. Because my wife had been to Vegas before. She went to Fremont Street where all the weirdos and people are. And she was just like, I just don't like Vegas. It's just dirty and there's all kind of weirdos and stuff. So I had to flip the script. And so I'm good with Vegas now. I know where to go and where not to go. Like essentially, I walked during SEMA from one day because I was just frisky. I walked one morning from Stratosphere to the convention center, which was about 1.9 miles. And about on the 7 or 8 streets that I went down, half of them were like, I could get shot or mugged or robbed any moment. Even at one point at SEMA, I even told you this, I was walking back during lunchtime, I was walking back on the sketchy road and I saw this gentleman on the opposite side of the road walking the other direction. And then I was, I'm Rambo. So I'm knowing what's going on. I got a good environment.
Very observant.
Yeah. I'm knowing what's up and have my watch covered up and stuff, but anyway, he crosses the road when he gets about 100 yards past me and then starts walking behind me. So I just start running. Not running like for my life, but just start like, I'm going to get a little workout in. So I'm just going to run. I cross the road and boom, boom, boom. But it was like, pay attention. Like there's wolves out there. You got to be aware.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a
Always.
lot of crime out there.
Yeah, but so never didn't walk anymore. Mark was my guy from then on.
The homie in the Lincoln.
Yeah. So we knew we were going to go eat there, but they hit me up at like 3:00 to eat, and they were like, Mark's gonna be your guy again. He's gonna pick you up at the MGM Grand. That's where we were staying at, because the MGM is kind of like the central hub for the rodeo, and most people that are involved with it were staying there. They have like watch parties, and they have live music like 24/7 there for that. They have a free shuttle back and forth to the Mac Center, which is UNLV, where the rodeo actually was at. And he picked us up, took us there. I mean, the general manager met us at the door. I mean, escorted us all the way to the top, and there was a wait out there for the restaurant. It was just an experience that I never have had before, to be treated like that, and it was very. I could see how that could be very addicting, because you're treated so well, and I was like, I don't deserve this. You know, my wife was the same thing. It's like, who are we? Why are we being treated like this? We get up there, and they're like, boom, here's Blake's favorite appetizers, boom, boom, and then we just order. We take these pictures, dude. They come out with nice camera, give us some good little shots there, just really romantic. I mean, it was the best date I've ever had.
Yeah.
I mean, best date for sure. I mean, just beautiful background, beautiful scenery. Food was amazing. Steak was perfect. Appetizers were amazing. Everything, it was just top notch.
Yeah.
Dessert was to die for. Just an incredible experience overall. And I know that we're gonna. Blake wants a Raptor R. He wants a Raptor R, and there's gonna be more to come with that. So it was a great experience. We spent a lot of time walking and seeing all the vendors, connecting with that. But the biggest thing was being in the Cowboy Christmas where our truck was at, and just talking to people, just getting feedback from people that potentially were going to own one of these trucks or buy one from us.
Yeah.
Got a lot of people's phone numbers. Hearing them, the feedback was mostly positive. The negative was, I guess, some things about possibly the bed overall. They would like it to be configured a little bit differently, or maybe just some of the paint things of doing a little bit too much for some people, too much white. But that's why we've got an antimatter blue and another white one right now that we're doing.
Really?
Variations.
Let's go.
So we got 2 more right now, and I think maybe a rapid red. Like,
that's huge.
That bad boy right there too.
Yeah.
So I got 30 different variations we could roll right now. So it's just acquiring the beds and getting them done.
Because you did a lot of Q&As with people out there by the bed or by the truck, right?
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
It was just like, don't hold back. Just let me know what you think about it. Don't just say it's great. Just like truly let me know what's up with it. That was really cool. And National Trailersaurus was gracious enough. They had a huge real estate there, but they had all trailers, and there was only 2 trucks in their booth. The other one had just a standard CM bed that was not painted. So we had the baddest truck in Vegas. There's no doubt. And the clientele that's looking for that truck has 40+ foot campers that cost more than that truck did. So $150,000 truck to them is like, why isn't it nicer?
Yeah.
You know, because the horses are riding a trailer that's legit,
air conditioned,
just pristine. So it's just another way that we can be diverse, because we don't want to be single-minded. We want to be able to have ways to reach all of the possibilities and clientele. That's how you grow a business. How can you be diverse, and how can you just build off of that?
What I like a lot is so, like, most of the time if you get a flatbed or a hauler like that, you have to get a XL chassis, or I don't even know if you can do XLT chassis, but we're giving people platinums with the bed and stuff on there. So you got all the amenities of a high dollar truck on the inside with a high dollar bed on the back of it.
Yep.
You know?
And people don't know a lot that a chassis truck, the power reduction is hindered a lot from the factory.
A lot.
And that's essentially just because they know that these trucks are going to be used for mostly hauling purposes, so they reduce the power. But the power stroke's been phenomenal. We don't see any issue with too much power. We love all that power plus the convenience and the amenities.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's really cool.
Fire. So the experience was phenomenal. It was well worth the trip out there. There's another show in Detroit in March, so we got to build another truck.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
what's out there?
It's another Ranch Expo. So they want us to do another truck, probably the Antimatter Blue. we'll go to that one in
be so
March. So
cool.
we're doing it again, and then hopefully doing it again, maybe more than one truck for the rodeo next year. So it's going to
What a
be
great opportunity.
yeah. So you're gonna have SEMA in November, and then a month later you got the rodeo, and
Yeah.
we have opportunities to put vehicles in SEMA also. So it's great.
That's so cool.
This
man.
fire, it's a blessing what we're doing, and we're touching so many people across the country.
Yeah.
It's special.
I mean, who would have thought starting, 30 minutes up the road and now we're nationwide. Like I just sold a truck to South Dakota. He came and picked it up yesterday.
Check out these shots of this truck, King
Yeah.
Ranch, and obviously could have bought that truck anywhere in proximity.
Yeah.
He could have done the same thing anywhere within proximity. I even had somebody on YouTube comment yesterday.
Oh, really?
A hater. He's like, oh, he could have bought that truck right there. Yeah, he could. He couldn't
Yeah.
bought it from Jesse Cash though.
No, not
You
at
know what
all.
I'm saying?
Come on, baby.
He could have got it from Akins and Y Willis and Jesse Cash money.
Yeah, I mean, why you think people are shipping these trucks? Why you think we're selling to Hawaii, South Dakota? We the best.
Because that right there, we the best.
I
I
mean,
mean,
and you don't-
it ain't bragging if it's true.
Yeah, exactly. And so, I mean, we're making a name for ourselves out there, and I think we've proven to everyone out there that, yeah, trucks are expensive, and people are always going to hate like, oh, that's an overpriced truck, whatever. But it's like, I don't believe it's overpriced if people see the value in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously, there's a lot of people we sell to that see the value in these things. And I mean, I ordered so many 23 Super Duties, and 2 of them are in the state of Georgia. Everybody else, Minnesota. Ed needs again. Ed needs.
Coming
We built
back to
a
us.
beautiful King Ranch for Ed. Beautiful truck. Florida. I mean, Kentucky. Everywhere. Ed's in Ohio. So I mean, it's really
Yep.
cool how we're getting our name out there. And
It's amazing. And while
the power of social media.
we're on this topic, what about St. Louis?
Yeah. So St. Louis, there's so many cool stuff that just happened and that's about to happen.
Let's talk about Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle. So that's a really cool one too. Like you were talking about seeing me on the YouTube channel. I got talking to her and I was like, how did you get my email? I watch a lot of the YouTube videos and most of the YouTube videos, and I wanted to see what salesman's name that Neil said the most, and it was by far yours. So she went on the website, found my email, emailed me. We ordered a Bronco the day before the order bank closed. I think it closed on March 7th. We ordered it on the 6th. It came in month and a half, 2 months ago, and Chad, Michelle, and I worked together on it, and we just did a phenomenal job. I mean, it was all her idea. She'd been watching so many of the Bronco videos, and she loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I think she took the best of everything she had seen to combine it to the best version for her.
Yeah.
Carbonized gray, 4-door Badlands, 35s, 3-inch Icon lift, custom paint, not code orange, but Badlands
Yeah,
orange, yellow.
Yeah. So I mean, I think this is a very good thing to at least mention in here. We're not perfect. We make mistakes.
Yeah.
But 100% of the time we fix those mistakes. I mean, we make mistakes because we're human beings, and it happens. And sometimes when you're dealing with a customer out of state, there's a miscommunication that can happen, and sometimes things get messed up. But we fixed it, and we met the deadline the day she came to pick it up. But it worked out great,
Down to the wire.
And I don't know if he's watching this, but a massive shout out to Austin Calhoun with High on Lumens.
He told us this morning not to mention his name, but I don't care, dude.
Nah,
he don't get enough recognition.
He doesn't, man. And I've seen his name on the Explorer page on Facebook. This dude shouted him out that he did a great job. Yeah, I don't care if he doesn't want to be mentioned. He does a phenomenal job and deserves to be recognized, because there is so many times that he is working through the night, working 18, 20-hour shifts to finish vehicles for us, and he does a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Well, I'll just tell you, right now, I was not going to paint my truck. I was not going to paint it at all. And I was just going to I had a vision for doing it non-painted, and it kind of hurt his feelings. He was like, what do you mean? I was just like, I think I'm just going to go with this vibe. And he was like, well, I'm doing it for free. You know, it's just the kind of guy he is. You know?
And we talked about it this morning too, because you didn't know about it, but I bought Kelsey a Suburban not too long ago, because that's what I can afford, and it was a used one from here, but it was a 2018. It was very nice, but it had 20-inch chrome wheels on there.
Hang on. No, hang on. There we go.
There it is. Yeah. And I was like, look, man, I need to get some wheels for it. And me and Thomas have been talking about these. And he was like, don't worry about it. I got a set I'll give you for free. And I was like, no way. And straight up, dude, gave me. And then not to mention the center caps that were on them were GMC center caps. Well, I got a Chevy. He bought me center caps and painted them and did not charge me at all. Dang. And I tried to. And then I was like, man, how much are you? He's like, don't worry about it. I mean, just a solid dude, but not because he does that stuff for us.
Yeah.
He's just a solid dude in general.
That's going back to that kindness deal, you know?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's all that is.
Without a doubt.
100%. So, Michelle, great people. Husband and wife, great people.
So
just
sweet.
Money. Check that video out too, but it was a great experience. Turned out perfect. And the South Dakota customer, I mean, that was a great thing too.
Yeah, we ordered him that truck back in February, and it took a long time to get here because it's a Super Duty and it's a King Ranch, and you know, it is what it is, but it took a long time to get here. He's very patient, great dude. Just turned 21 years old the week before he came to pick it up. So he picked it up yesterday, turned 21 the Tuesday before, and Neil was asking him, he's like, so what was your first truck? He's like, well, you know, I got out of college and was fortunate enough to get a really good job and make good money, and this is my first truck. I was like, dang, dog. My first truck was a 1983 square body. How are you getting a King Ranch? But no, I was very happy for him.
Good
and he was awesome, dude.
Some good custom paint on there too.
Yeah, incredible custom paint.
Make it unique.
Yeah, the stone gray, the white. I mean, it just looked solid. It looked really, really good. Yep. And then right after that, you want to start talking about it?
Yeah.
What's coming up?
Yeah.
So a lot of things have been happening in the past couple weeks, and so Brandon Woodruff, pitcher with the Milwaukee Brewers, solid dude.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, solid dude, and he just great people.
Stud pitcher.
Yeah.
So he was 13-6 last year.
13-4.
190 strikeouts in 150 innings.
Something like that. Yeah, something ridiculous.
Like over one per inning.
Yeah. Hit in the 2018 Game 1 NLDS, hit a home run off of Clayton Kershaw, one of 22 pitchers, one of 3 relief pitchers to ever hit a home run in postseason.
Off of and lefty on lefty.
Yeah.
Lefty on lefty. Lefty on lefty.
To no doubt a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Clayton Kershaw, one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball.
Yes.
Hall of Famer, no doubt.
Yep.
And holy cow, that's got to be incredible. He was telling this story yesterday. It just was so cool. But so anyway, reached out to him. Well, he reached out to us and via social media, gave him a call yesterday, and he is buying a black 37 package Raptor. And actually, he's probably just texting me right now. He just e-signed a second ago. So we're going to be starting to build on that very soon.
It's going to be a banger, just to let you know.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really cool. And then we got a
I'm gonna show right now the pictures that he sent us of the Mississippi State.
Yeah,
I'm very envious of that.
Looked
that
beautiful.
Baseball. Oh my gosh, just
that indoor baseball field.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So cool. The training facility was beautiful. It just was incredible, and
If you just think about the team we could assemble with all the people, I mean. Just like I'd probably put AJ Styles maybe behind the plate, or he may be a second, or no, he can't be second because
he's got to be behind the plate.
Yeah, probably behind the plate.
And we got Terry Pendleton.
Got Terry Pendleton locked down on third.
Locked down.
Your Raptor boy.
Yeah, Kelly Johnson.
He could play second or short.
I think he was second or short. I can't remember which
switch
one.
hitter. Mm-hmm. He could play outfield too. I mean, he's talented.
And then our list of pitchers.
We got Jim Thome at first base.
Yeah,
we got Jim Thome.
We got Ned Yost coaching.
Got Ned
coaching, and then our pitching staffs. NASCAR.
Oh, we got the pitching staff, dude.
So,
well, we got Drew Waters in center field.
Yeah, Drew Waters,
Drew
center
Waters
field.
in center field.
Who's the dude? Didn't we do a Braves guys? Bentley? Was it Jason
Kipnis.
Yeah, Kipnis.
Yep. He's first base, outfield, second base.
We'll put him in outfield.
Yeah.
He's a utility guy.
He's a stud though too.
Yeah, we'll put him in the outfield. And then you got Mason Thompson.
Yep, stud. So Mason called me this morning, and it's like, real deal. Somebody broke in my truck at Austin, Texas last night, and he was disheartened. We painted his truck, and it's amazing. It's about to get lifted, and he's doing 40s on 6s too. But he called me disheartened. He was like, "Can you hook me up with some sort of low jack or something that where I can make sure my truck don't get stolen? Because especially once we go up with Kelderman and 40s, it's going to be even more of a, people are going to be watching it." And
what did they take from it?
His iWatch and just some other nothing huge, but just still they stuck a screwdriver or something in his key slot and got in there, and his phone went off, that his forward pass went off, that somebody had done that. He ran out there, they were already gone.
That's crazy.
Yep. But
they're still bad in the world. There's a lot of good out there though. There's a lot of good out
way
there.
Way more good than bad, but there's still you gotta watch out. There's a lot of wolves out there.
Yeah.
Be a lion, not a sheep. Don't be a sheep.
That's cool though. I mean, that truck's gonna be unreal.
Yep. And then like we got Nolan, we got Channing Tindall,
Isaac Nada.
We got all kind of. We got a squad.
Brock Bowers bought one from us.
Bowers, yeah.
What a guy!
He just got the award for the best tight end in the country, which he is, hands down. I mean, he's going to be Gronk 2.0, if not better, in the league. Stud. He's going to be unbelievable.
There's a lot of cool things going on here.
Got a lot of cool stuff going, but it just shows, like, well, especially for this Raptor deal going on. I mean, he was just like, "Thank y'all for calling me. Thank y'all for doing your job." You know, we shouldn't be thanked for doing our job, but that's kind of the way things can be sometimes. That's my wife too. She was like, she said, I go shopping even in this area. We're in the South where hospitality is premier. But she's like, even now she goes places and people just don't want to work. They don't want to do the job. The attitudes are just worse in some places, some places or stores. But go to Vegas, it was just so refreshing to get taken care of, and I think that's what we bring to the table here too, of consistency in this industry.
Yeah.
We see a lot of people that live in Athens coming over here to buy vehicles because they know it's consistent here.
Yeah.
They know they're going to get the same process and being taken care of every single time.
Yeah.
That's good.
Now, is Fremont Street kind of like a Walmart at midnight? Or worse?
Worse.
Is it really?
Yeah, like if you ever been to Commerce, Georgia, and go to the Walmart there, that is the primo of them all. Commerce, Georgia, shout out to the Walmart.
No disrespect,
dude. Yeah, I mean,
the Winder Walmart's not exactly cream of the crop.
The Commerce Walmart, Toccoa Walmart, where I'm from, is probably close to them, but the Commerce one is another level. It is, but if
shoes are not required to go in there.
Yeah, Fremont is, or bras or normal clothes. I mean, pajamas is fine, whatever. But Fremont is even worse. Fremont's even worse. Yeah,
I've never been out there, but
yeah,
I want to go out there for SEMA. Obviously, we've talked about there for like 2 years now. I really want to go out there with you. I mean, that would be such a cool experience.
Yeah, it's a great experience, and if you're in the automotive industry or if you like automobiles, it's worth going out there. Even if you can't get in, even if you're not in the industry, that you can to get inside, just seeing the experience and being around that vibe is really special. It really, from a salesperson standpoint, can really rejuvenate you, get you kind of re-energized for what you're doing, which is necessary from time to time.
Yeah,
but really, really great.
Yeah.
Back on AJ Styles, the phenomenal one.
Yeah,
we're going to have him on a podcast, and his Broncos will be special. We got to make sure we do a banger on his.
Yeah, I mean, we've been brainstorming like crazy on that. Just ideas, and he's checking with the WWE on a couple
If he
things
watches
right now.
this, or whoever else is watching this, let us know in the comments. I want to wrestle him. I think we need to do Rambo. Rambo, not real deal, but Rambo needs to wrestle AJ. That's kind of maybe below him or beneath him to do that kind of skit, but I think it'd be so cool to just get hit in the head with a chair by AJ.
You know how pissed WWE would be if he got injured?
That's why it probably won't happen.
Fighting
but yeah.
you on one of the Wild Willie's YouTube pages. Oh man, they would be so upset. Oh man.
But I'm down with it.
Yeah. Oh, of course, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like getting shot by John Cena or something like
Yeah.
that. Like, it's huge.
Let's do it. Get it
Yeah,
on.
we got to.
Tell us about your other Raptors that you got going on.
Yeah, so
A little. You and Thomas got a little anarchy wheel action going on.
anarchies are unreal.
Here's a picture of that wheel, and it's a
Yeah.
Primo wheel. It's a 2-piece wheel, forged wheel. You can see it's kind of got like floating spokes on there. A really nice bronze finish. It's going to be very similar to. Got to give a shout out to my man Glenn Johnson in Washington State.
Really?
We're finishing up his right now too. So we've got 2 black and gold Raptors right now.
Is he doing anarchy?
No, he's not doing Anarchy.
Okay.
But he's doing the Fuel Covert wheel in gold.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
He's basically one up in Blake. He's basically one up in Stratosphere. He did Starlight headliner. And I mean,
Really?
he got some cool additions. Rock lights, Baja Design light. He's just. I mean, it's all there.
Dude, that Starlight we did for Rajon Neal, that thing was so sweet.
I forgot. There's our running back.
Yeah.
There's
That's
our
right.
running
That's
back.
right. We could build a baseball team and a football
Dude,
team.
yeah.
He was a super nice guy, too.
Oh man, that was unbelievable. Tennessee Volunteer and Green Bay Packer. He played on several other NFL teams too. But yeah,
Yeah.
him and his mama, we were vibing. We hit it off so good. Dayton took care of
Yeah,
that
he
one
did.
sales staff wise.
It was so he was delivering his dually at the same time I was delivering Michelle's Bronco tour, and they were about to leave and everything. And his mom was like, "Rajon, why don't you buy me this? Come on! Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful." He's like, "You got a Range Rover." She's like, "I know, but I want this." Like, it just was so funny, but great people.
Yep.
But yeah, so Chad Justice is another customer of mine from Florida, and he is doing the Black Raptor and the Anarchy wheels, which are so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
very,
I know.
very expensive.
Yeah, very expensive.
And honestly, I knew of Anarchy Wheel, but I had never seen their off-road truck wheels. It's always been on exotic cars or
Yeah.
high-end SUVs or cars. So when Thomas came in here and was like, "Look at these $15,000 wheels for Raptor," I was like, "But they're legit. They look really good."
What's funny is he's the one who's like, "Yep, I want to do them." Like, it wasn't like we suggested, because a lot of times, like even with Brandon, we're having to just throw out some wheel ideas to him because there's so many different options, and he's like, "What should I do?" And so we're throwing them out there, and Chad was like, "Want a Black Raptor, want the Anarchy wheels, want the Indo Raptor paint package, and a few other things," but I had to order those. I think they took 6 or 7 weeks to get here because I think Thomas told me they are custom order only.
Custom ordered, yeah.
So they start building them once the order and stuff's in, which is really, really cool. So they're here now. We laid eyes on them the other day. Beautiful, beautiful wheels. So we'll be bringing that one to y'all here shortly. I believe it should be done.
They're on the truck right now.
Yeah, so I
saw
think it should be done into this week or beginning of next week. So we'll bring that heater to you as well.
We got 2 back to back. So again,
Yeah.
Glenn Johnson, him and his wife own a burger establishment.
Really?
Yeah, just obviously doing a phenomenal job with it. And this is like his dream truck. And again, he just saw our stuff. It's not promotions, y'all. If you're watching my videos, it's not commercials. It's not a promotion. It's our life.
Yeah.
It's how we live. It's what we love. And obviously it brings us business, but it's just us doing our thing. He saw that, wanted to be a part of it, and he's told me, like, "Neil, I have you on notification as soon as every video comes out." And he said, I would be overjoyed to see my name pop up on a notification,
How cool.
So that's just going to be great. I'm excited I'll probably do multiple videos for him for that.
If
So-
Glenn doesn't bring us some burgers, Glenn, what are you doing?
Glenn, I gotta have a taste, man. And he's
Yeah.
gonna fly here and then do a road trip on the way back home too.
Oh, wow.
So that's 3 customers
Yeah.
back to back to back that have South Dakota, St. Louis,
Yeah.
and then now Washington. That's cool. They're coming here and they're not looking at it in a negative sense. They're like, yeah, we're going to take care of this way off in Georgia, but let's make it fun. Let's make a road trip out of
Yeah.
it. Let's go sightsee and go to the World of Coke, go to Gatlinburg, go places that we haven't been before.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I'm on a diet right now, but I'll eat a burger in a heartbeat if he brings one. When is his going to be done?
Yeah, I anticipate him coming before the end of the year, probably
Okay.
next week too, or maybe the first week in January.
That'd be
Whatever
really
works
cool.
best for him, but it's going to be really nice. Did a
Yeah.
Whipple, got a Whipple intercooler coming, and a little performance pack. So
For his Raptor?
Yes. So he's
Wow.
going to have more power.
That's huge.
That's actually the first performance pack we've added to a Gen 3. So I'm excited to see how cooler the temperatures are overall as far as use, because the intercooler is going to help keep your temperatures down, which means you're going to harness more power. It's got a little tune on it too, so he'll be 500 on the horsepower. So
That's really cool.
really cool. So
Yeah.
Glenn, it's going to be phenomenal, dude. You've been great to deal with.
So we have a lot of Raptors because Chad's going to be done soon. Glenn's going to be done soon. We'll start Brandon soon. DJ Smith is another customer of mine. 2023 Avalanche, baby.
That's my color.
Dude, so sweet. Your Raptor R, is that going to be that color, right?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
mean, just
Love it.
gosh, I'm so glad they brought that back.
Me too.
So glad they brought that back.
That video that y'all saw earlier of me trying to be halfway entertaining was not entertaining at all, but that was the Avalanche. That was the star right there.
So that's going to be unreal. So, we got a lot of Raptors going on. I've probably sold over 10 Raptors this year.
I know you have.
Like, it feels like I'm the go-to Raptor guy. I don't say that to, like, brag, because I know enough to get by, and I've sold a lot of these, so I can, I'm pretty informative on these things. And obviously you and the guys over there are incredible when it comes to the correct aftermarket stuff to put on it to keep the integrity of the Raptor still. But so many Rusty Estes. About
Another one.
Yeah, another banger. But how about Brittany Yanuzzi with the wrapped
With the race red?
Gen 3?
The only one in the country.
Only one in the country.
Yeah.
And she was so happy about that. Incredible.
Special.
Yeah.
Maryland.
Maryland. Yeah, Maryland.
Special.
Man, it's so cool.
We sold that Ghost Flip white one today. That one went today. We had a great guy from Tampa buy one of the Code Oranges here. And a little side note about this. We had these two in here, the full Indo Raptor paint package on the Code Orange, and then the one that was basic. He was talking to me today, kind of disheartened. He was like, why didn't y'all? Why didn't you do your normal thing on there? I was like, well, they just, they don't. It was the wild, wild west for real deal, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day when I was here, it was the wild, wild west. I was being risky, but we were doing our thing, being most successful we've ever been as far as our lot vehicles. That's changed more recently. It's been more diplomatic. Got to go through a procedure to get things approved and whatnot. I liked it when it was just, it's all on me. Let's go. Put it on my shoulders. I'll make sure we get it sold and let's do it because the vision's there. But anyway, it was just like we got hindered on how much we could do to that one. And he was hitting me up and was like, I'm buying this Raptor and I wish it had this stuff. So I was like, my man, come through. Yeah. He's like, so we ended up actually being able to do what we wanted to do to it.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Again, Austin's going to turn that around in a week on something that usually takes about 2.5 weeks. So, and then, he's got a lot of that going on right now. He's trying to fit things in that normally take a lot longer time period.
He has so many vehicles over there right now of ours, which is incredible because it just shows like how many we're doing at a time. Like, I think last month he had like 17 or 18 trucks of ours over there.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
It's just so cool because it really, I feel like it all started with that one. And I know we always come back to that one. And, but we talk about the getting into that avenue with we're missing a market with the Western Reserve editions and stuff. But that getting out of that comfort zone has trickled down from the start of that. It's like, okay, well, let's start getting more riskier with lowering trucks, with paint. And, that Kelderman, was it a 10-12?
8 to 10. That's the 8. They have a 10 foot. That's the 8 to 10. Big.
That one's 8 to 10?
No.
Or the one that's up, that Star White?
There, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But, you just getting out of your comfort zone, trying something new. You really kind of did the, I'll ask for permission or what's the saying? It's better ask for forgiveness than for permission. And that was kind of what you did. It was like, I'm not going to apologize until this thing flops. And it hasn't flopped yet.
I told him I would buy it if it didn't sell. In 7 days, it sold in 4, so it worked out.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, we haven't really had anything flop yet.
Do you know John Measles? He goes to Bethlehem Church, I think he's in the band, maybe.
Name sounds familiar.
Yeah, Josh Highfield Josh sold that truck. Shout out to Josh.
Yeah, I remember
Josh
that.
doing a hair and holler bed on another F450 with a Kelderman black on black with a little bit of chrome, that's going to be special too. That'll be the nicest Western truck we've ever done. And speaking of that, we did that silver truck, and I titled it Western Reserve Edition. Well, we did this white truck, and Mr. Akins has always just, like when you have a skid steer, you don't call it a skid steer, it's a Bobcat. You know, when you say Bobcat, it's like, what it is. It may be a Caterpillar or a different brand, but it's just a Bobcat. Like when you go ask for a Coke anywhere, you may be asking for a Pepsi, but you say Coke just because, that's good branding. So Western Hauler is actually a bed company. Well, I just wasn't thinking about it, just knowing that we always heard and said Western Hauler. I did it Western Hauler Reserve Edition, and it was like less than 24 hours after we put some promotions out there. We got pretty much, we're going to get a cease and desist order if y'all don't change all that. So it was my fault. I slid Hauler in between Western Reserve Edition, and it kind of got us in trouble. But
it got their attention.
And Mr. Akins was, we wanted to do what's right, but also have a little bit of issue with the Indoraptor right now we're trying to get through. But it kind of comes back full circle that we're causing so many waves in the ocean that people are taking notice. Yeah. And that's a positive thing. We want to do what's right, obviously, but it's just cool that we're getting national attention so much so and so fast.
Super fast.
Word gets around really fast right now because of how great our channel's growing and all the other things, but really cool. So Western Reserve Edition is us, not Western Hauler. So sorry about that. our bad on that one.
It's all right. It happens. Like I said, we're human. We make mistakes. But we have a lot of awesome vehicles we're about to be bringing probably in the next month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe even, we're always going to be bringing incredible vehicles.
But again, I've said this before, but none of this happens anywhere else because you don't have the resources to do this if you don't have any vehicles. Mm-hmm. All the 450s that we're number one for 450, number one for Raptor now. So being able to being able to do all this is only because of the foundation that Akins has brought to the table. Mm-hmm. To allow us where we've got X amount of vehicles out there to where we can take one or two and do something to, and it's not going to be a deficit or God, we only got two and you took one of them. We got a good quantity of them. Yeah,
we're getting a lot more inventory in, and that's solely to the fact that Mr. Akins is doing a great job acquiring these vehicles. We're having to buy these from other dealers and stuff like that.
Strategy.
It's strategy.
Thinking outside the box. Thinking outside the box. We had our Wild Willys. I know you're kind of disheartened about it. We had our Wild Willys Christmas party last night at Top Golf. Here's some pics from that. And I feel like Jesse should have still been invited, but that's.
I used to be part of y'all. I used to be with y'all, and Tim Hayes was great. He invited me to you had like a grazing day where everybody brought a bunch of food, and he's like, "Hey, I want to invite you to this." Yeah. Gave me even a flyer and everything. Put that in the back pocket. I was like, "I'll be there."
Yeah.
And it was, it was cool, and just couldn't cop an invite to the Christmas party, which it makes sense. Because if you do that, then you have to invite a lot of people. But I'm a big part of the Wild Willys group.
Yeah,
big part of the Wild Willys
group. No doubt.
And I want to be.
You believe in us.
I do.
You believe in what we got going on here, and there's there's a lot of people everywhere that don't.
This makes Wild Willys makes my job 10 times more fun.
Yeah,
10 times more fun.
Yeah.
Having you here is huge too.
Yeah.
Because
hang on, phone.
Yeah.
Hang on. Hello. DJ Khaled. Wait, what? They didn't believe in us. God, I know God did. I know. We the best. I bet. Sorry. My boy Callie called. He called me. He got a little phone in there. You know what I
mean? Just letting us know we're the best. But it's cool. Like, even though I'm not selling half of these vehicles, still getting to help in the videoing, and it's just been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, you can. It's all about perspective. You can look at the time that you've helped me with the videography stuff. A lot of people don't even think about doing that because they think it's a waste of time because it takes time. Even though we're one take, knock it out, do it, which is pretty impressive in itself.
Yeah, it was funny when I first started coming over here because I was filming with you before I was a Oh, keep going. I was filming with you before I was even in sales. I had started at Wild Willie's, and you needed some help filming some stuff, and I came out there. I was like, hey, let me help film because I just think they're so cool, man. And so I wanted to start filming, and then it'd be like, that's not part of your job. You're not your part of your job is not to help Neil film. It's like, yeah, I get that. And then I came over here, and it was like, you could be missing customers while you're helping them film. You're not getting paid to help them film. That's not part of your job. The boy's giving me free Barberitos. That's good as money. That's good as money. Come on now. And so, yeah, I might not be getting paid to do it, but the business is bringing me in.
The ROI,
Dude.
that time doing that is what so many people don't see or have a vision to think outside of how can I maximize my efforts? What is my job? How can I attract and attain customers? And yeah, if I get 30 seconds or 10 seconds or one line on a video, yeah, but it may have taken an hour to do it all, but that little plug right there or that hour spent, what is that actually bringing me in return?
And so that's the thing, like when I first started doing it, and I had no intentions of it doing anything for me. Like you said, I believe in the product. I believe in you. I believe in Wild Willie's, and I just wanted to be a part of that.
What I told you it was going. I told you it was going to help you though, didn't I?
Oh yeah, you did. From the get go, you told me that, and I was like, hey, whatever it does, it's in the Lord's hands. I don't care. I just want to have fun, and it has been so much fun. But no intentions of it benefiting me at all. But it has. It's kind of like tithing. It's like, I don't want to do it because so I can gain something from do it. I'm doing it because that's what I'm supposed to do. It's what I want to do. But the Lord sees that and he blesses you as well from that. And so it was like that. I just wanted to help. You needed help. You can't keep filming all these.
I still
can't
need
film
help.
Yeah, but you can't film $180,000 truck just like this, filming it by yourself. You need someone so you can hold the microphone, so you can get animated, whatever. You don't want to do it on a tripod or anything. And so just that whole journey has been so much fun. I mean, we're going on over 2 years of filming and everything together, and it's been a blast.
Yep. We're getting close to 50,000 subscribers.
Which is huge.
Yeah, on YouTube.
When I first started filming with you, I think there was less than 7,000. I think we're in the sixes.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next year was like, we're at 10?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, this is so cool. And it was like 30, 40.
Yep.
I think we're at 47 or 48 right now.
Yep. But the most, that's not a true representation of how well the channel's doing, because of those subscribers, 5% of those monthly watch my videos consistently. My views per month come from 5% of that comes from my subscribers.
Yeah.
What does well is making quality content, entertaining content, things that people want to see, and YouTube algorithm pushes that out. So that's amazing. So we're 5 to 6 million views a month right now, just on YouTube, and we were 500,000 to 1 million for a long time. We were 1 million for a long time, and it's just being at 5 to 6 now. Typically, someone 5 to 6 million views a month, from my research, has 200,000 subscribers, 150,000 subscribers. So that just shows that the market needs and wants this information that we're putting out there.
Yeah.
They enjoy how we deliver it to them, and it's quality. It's good.
I'm going to go on record right now and say, this time next year, you will have got a little something in my throat. Come on now. You will have $100,000 or 100,000 subscriber plaque in that window.
Oh man,
this time next year.
I want that bad. I want that.
I firmly believe that.
I want that.
At the growth that we have right now, as well as the TikTok is doing, as well as your Instagram is doing, these heaters we're about to bring out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be incredible, but I firmly believe this time next year, you'll have 100,000 subscriber plaque right there.
That's a goal. That's a definite goal.
How cool would that be, man?
The other channels and stuff is good. We'll hit 100,000 on TikTok soon, and we're killing it on Instagram. But that stuff's great, because the YouTube is really where I pour all the passion into. That's really, to me, YouTube is the greatest tool out there. I mean, it's the greatest search engine in the world besides the Google search. It's great.
And I think it's dominating kind of like the entertainment industry right now. Like, not a whole lot of people, I mean, maybe the older folks and stuff have cable and stuff still, but like I have YouTube TV, but most of the time we're watching YouTube. Like, even at home, me and my wife love watching YouTube. We'll watch Big Doss and some of these other guys and stuff. Big Doss is a super cool dude.
Yeah.
And so, but we watch YouTube and it's dominating. I think YouTube is taking over. It's huge.
The wife and I like to have. We still have DirecTV, so we like to have.
Well, I didn't mean to bring you into that old folk group. Then
No, we'll have that going on the TV, and then we'll find ourselves like sitting here watching YouTube on our phone. So it's just like you got a sports event going on in the background, but we're actually sitting here watching YouTube. Or let's be honest, I'm typically sitting there editing something, and she's watching. But. Yeah, it's definitely taken over for sure.
It's so funny. We'll watch something and Kelsey's like, let's watch the worst sports fails. And then we'll watch like the worst news bloopers or like the funniest TikTok compilation or whatever. I'm just like, all right, whatever you want to watch. And then when it's something like I like watching a lot of podcasts. I'm watching one with Roman Atwood and Whistling Diesel right now. And it's incredible.
I started watching that.
Oh, dude, it's so cool.
I saw a little bit of it.
He's a very private dude in terms of like, even on his YouTube, he doesn't talk a whole lot about himself, but he gets pretty honest on this one. But she's like, I don't want to watch this crap. I'm like, all right, then I'll turn on Funniest Family Feud answers.
But Whistling Diesel had to get out of his comfort zone and go against kind of what his family wanted him to not do,
He talks a lot about.
He was Jehovah's Witness, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he was doing things that they thought was just but
I mean, disowned them.
Yeah,
disowned them, and he did a lot. He's only been in the YouTube game, he said, for 4 years now.
That's crazy.
Unreal.
Blew up.
Millions of subscribers.
Blew up
and
changed his life.
Oh, changed his life big time. And I mean, that's what we're doing here, changing people's lives, changing our lives. It is really, really cool to watch the growth that is happening here.
It's really special.
Not. I mean, we can't take credit for it.
I would know. Yeah, I mean, it's God. It's the stuff on it. And look, Steve,
what's up?
Yes, sir. So Steve, part of the Akins family for a long time. He's working on our new showroom next door.
From Montana.
Yeah, Bozeman. Can you think about a Wild Willie's accessory store in Bozeman, Montana? That would be legit.
We might take Wild Willie's just nationwide.
That would be so crazy. But so the showroom next door, Mr. Brad Akins gave us a great showroom. When I first started here, we had a very small, and
it was even in there with the parts department. Like it was combined and everything too.
And upgraded that to what we have now, and then it's like the vibe we've created is what we have over here is not worthy of what we got going on. So I mean, just the backing that he gives us in allowing us to do all this stuff and doing all this stuff for us and sharing that vision with us too, because we were wanting to be at $1 million a month for Wild Willie's, and people thought he was crazy, and then boom, we're just knocking on that door, and now it's 2 million. Like it's just having a good plan, writing the plan out and trying to implement it, and looking at 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. What are our goals for that time period, and implement what we can do to get there? Because if you have a plan in your head, but you're not really, how are you going to achieve that? It's just a thought.
Yeah.
How can you really put that into action to make that happen?
That new showroom is going to be so cool. I mean, the amount of accessories we're going to have on display and the apparel we're about to bring too.
Apparel's going to be unbelievable.
I say we a lot. I have nothing to do with this
whatsoever. You do. You are.
I mean, I'm partly.
Akins is Wild Willie's. Wild Willie's is Akins. So you're
correct. But I don't work for Wild Willie's or anything. But I have so much invested in Wild Willie's, and Tim Hayes, who's the senior manager over Wild Willie's, jokes with me a lot about like, when can I get you over here? And it's like, I would love to come over there. I love Wild Willie's so much, but the amount of stuff that we're bringing in terms of apparel, and I mean, we have so many hats right now, and we give them away and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, how cool would it be? T-shirts and sweatshirts and quarter zips and
That's some
hats
really cool
and dad
stuff.
hats and trucker hats and all kinds of stuff and stickers. But to be able to come in here instead of having to look at displays on a screen, be able to show them in person what it looks like. And the showroom's going to be huge. It's
gonna be
be
great.
so cool.
I like a Bass Pro vibe to it.
Big time.
It'll fit what we're trying to put out there.
Minus the aquarium, which we might need to get talks on that.
Definitely. We want to have like a wall with a map on it and pin everybody that we've done across the country. That'd be really cool too.
Yeah, I'm sure we've almost sold every state.
Yeah.
Besides, well, yeah, we have.
We've done Hawaii,
We've done Hawaii. Have we done Alaska?
not Alaska.
We'll make that. If anybody's listening from Alaska, hit us up. Come on.
Yeah, we have a lot of Canada followers. A lot of people from Canada watch. So I'm sure
Wasn't
there's
there a
some
dude that brought us his Antimatter Platinum F-150 from Canada?
smoke quartz.
Smoke Quartz.
Great guy.
Did he do barbecue? Or is that a different guy?
Different guy.
Okay. I don't know if barbecue's popular up in Canada.
That's Florida Southern Dance Barbecue.
Okay.
Phenomenal guy there too. He had the first F-150 Platinum Covert black on black. Amazing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But the dude from Canada, didn't he drive? He was like going down to Florida, dropped it off with us, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really special right there.
The guy from Florida knows Lane's Barbecue, so paid Lane's to bring us lunch one day. I mean, there's just
Really?
so much generosity from people. It's really cool.
And then, I mean, Nick Williams has been trying to get us up to Nashville for.
Nick Williams on another level.
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
been trying to get us up to Nashville for a while
We need
now.
to do that.
Yeah.
sure.
I've been talking about Nashville for the past 2 days with a couple of the guys here. I'm like, yeah, we've been talking about going. This guy wants me and Neil to come up there so bad. I'm about to have a kid in 16 days. So
Another one.
another one. Yeah. I have a 1-year-old, just turned one.
Show the camera. What you got going on right now?
Here, let me take these messages off.
Yeah.
There's the fam right there.
Look at that.
Look at that. So daughter just turned 1 6 days ago, and we're having a boy in 16 days.
Unbelievable.
So if you think my wife's not tired,
Woo,
she is tired, and she is ready to have this baby out of her.
I bet.
But
But that's the greatest blessing of life right there.
so sweet.
Elon Musk was talking about two of the greatest things that are negatively taking place right now is AI, artificial intelligence, and that's really scary.
Which he has a big part of as well.
Yes, but then secondly was that the population is declining. People are not having babies like they need to. Is the middle-aged women are focusing more on work than they are family. But your baby can be your career, but your babies are really your babies. Your that career is not going to give you the joy that the child from God will give you.
Yeah.
So that's the
so
greatest.
sweet.
That's the greatest blessing in life. I mean, when Brady was born, that my life instantly changed, and you just find a different joy and love once you have a child.
Yeah.
You know.
Because we were the same age when we had our first ones.
Yeah, and it's kind of scary, but it's great at the same time.
Yeah. I'm about to have my hands full. Well, I say
Yes.
me. I'm here a lot. My wife is about to have her hands so full. And she does such an incredible job. But I mean, having 2 kids under 13 months old, I have no idea what that's going to look like. But it's such a huge blessing. And our daughter, last night was rough. I've been up very early.
Dang.
I like woke up and she was screaming, and I was like, and she sleeps through the night great. And I was like, what is going? Look at my phone. It's like 12:45, and I was like, get out of here. And then she was up early and brought her into bed, laying with us, and she was just not having it. And so a little tired right now, but such a great baby. And I'm praying this one is so good too, because I'm just so nervous that he's going to be I don't know yet. I don't want to set.
You
those
never know.
expectations.
They're all different.
Yeah.
They're all different.
But it's a blessing. So I need to keep selling some trucks. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yes. we will definitely do that. That's not going anywhere. What about the kind of our swag, the similar swag we got going on? Y'all, it was not planned at all. There was no conversation about that at all. We knew we were doing this today, but Jesse just did his thing, and I just showed up like this, and it's like, man, we vibed. We got it going on.
Yeah.
We're
Well, I showed
together.
up this morning. You were in a Georgia sweatshirt, and then all of a sudden, like 3 hours later, you came back in that, and I was like, all right, yep, we're rolling with this.
So some mornings I I'm soaking up every chance I can take Brady to school because he's going to be driving in 5 months. Mm-hmm. And so any chance I can take him to school in the mornings, I'm taking it. So we can do our Bible verse in the morning. We can do our thing in the morning because soon he's going to be getting up and driving himself to school. And that season of my life will be over with. And that's sad, but it's life. You know, I'm not going to be gloomy about it. That's just part of life.
Yeah.
He's just growing up so fast. So I've told you before, it goes by so fast. So just really soak it up and enjoy those memories because you'll never regret that, you know, you'll never regret not making that extra money, but you'll definitely regret that memory of when they were 4 and you miss whatever. Or, I mean, just make sure.
Well, and that's what, so I was working out at the Y here in the mornings, which is on our property, but I was getting here and then working out and then showering and all that kind of stuff. And I was missing those mornings, which she was sleeping in anyway. She was a little baby. And then when we moved, I was like, okay, I either got to work out here on lunchtime, which is not good because I sweat profusely when I work out. So I was like, all right, I'm up at 4 a.m. at the gym working out. I'm home by the time they get up, and then I get to have those mornings with them, which is so special because she's asleep by the time I get home. So those mornings 3 days a week are very instrumental in just my mood when I get here. Just getting to spend the time with my wife and Sayla is so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun. Her waking up and me going to get her out of the crib and coming downstairs and her laying next to me just drinking a bottle and watching. I mean, this weekend we watched so many Disney movies. I just was turning on Finding Nemo, Alvin and the Chipmunks. What else we watch? Moana. I don't even know. She doesn't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never seen this one. I want to watch it.
There we go.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely enjoying that. It's huge.
Is Dora the Explorer still a thing?
Nah.
Or Yo Gabba Gabba or any? I mean, there was some. Does Looney Tunes still come on anymore?
I don't know, but when I was leaving the house this morning, Kelsey had on Sesame Street, and I was like, "Get this garbage off of TV!" Like listening to Elmo and stuff. I was like, "This is so annoying."
Yeah.
But having kids, you just got to put up with it.
You got to, yeah.
Baby Einsteins.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It just soaked that up. Soak it up.
An hour of colors and horses and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to be watching this, but it keeps her entertained. We're playing the ball pit. She's playing with toys.
Yep.
Whatever like that. I mean,
got it covered.
Dude, got it covered. So that's a lot of my life on, and then it's so funny because I just look sometimes for just like 2 minutes to not have to do that. So I borrowed a pellet gun from Ryan, and I have so many squirrels. So I've just been grabbing the pellet gun, going out there, trying to shoot a squirrel. Killed one last Sunday before Sale's birthday party. And so I'm just, trying to find something to do sometimes.
Yeah. I've always kind of operated under this framework, but never actually heard it put into to context about how I always operated about not wanting to miss things in Brady's life. But it's you go through life, sacrificing everything to become wealthy. But then once you're 80 years old, you would give anything to go back to being 30 years old and having nothing. Mm-hmm. So we go through life sacrificing time and moments and memories and all of the stuff that's important to earn and be wealthy and be a millionaire or billionaire or whatever it is. But then once we get old, we would trade it all back in to be young again.
Yeah.
So really that changed my framework of just going back to perspective.
Yeah.
Just, it's important. You need money to have a sense of freedom in life because freedom gives you money. Freedom gives you choices.
Yeah.
Being wealthy gives you freedom in that you have choices. If you don't have money, you don't really have choices, which means you're not free.
Yeah.
So it's a framework to think about in that don't miss the important stuff.
Yeah. And that's been so nice is I don't consider myself wealthy financially whatsoever. I do well, but I don't consider myself wealthy, but in spirit, it's huge. But doing this has allowed my wife to be able to stay at home and not have to work. And that was huge in my upbringing because my dad worked for the Braves and then was a pastor and everything like that. And so he'd travel some here and there. But my mom was a stay-at-home mom, homeschooled us, all 5 of us, until we got to high school and played sports and all that kind of stuff. But having a parent at home during my childhood and everything was so huge that I'm so thankful that the Lord's allowed my wife to be able to stay at home with our kids too, because I just know that's going to be very instrumental in their upbringing and everything like that too. And you were talking about getting the wealth and success and all that kind of stuff, but sometimes you regret missing the things, and so like it makes me think of the verse, what does it profit a man to gain the world but lose his soul?
That's right.
And man, we got the world at our fingertips, and there's so many opportunities. I can stay late here and sell cars, and that has to happen. I mean, it just has to happen at times, but I'm never going to come in on my day off, to try and, I don't mind splitting a deal at that point.
Right.
That will happen, but I'm going to enjoy the time with my family that I get, because 5 days a week I'm here. I love my time here, but I love my time with my family, and it's very healthy for me to be gone from here and enjoy that time with them. And so I want to just soak all that up. Unfortunately, having to work Saturdays, I know I'm going to have to miss sporting events, but this place is great about families first.
Yep.
Above anything, it's first. And so very thankful to just be in this environment where it allows me to be able to enjoy what I do, but also my family's priority. My family's number one, and they respect that. And they're not going to call me on my day off and go, hey, we need you to come in. That's not going to happen.
Yep. Yeah, like we get off at 3:00 on Christmas Eve, right? Friday.
Yeah, something like that.
And then off on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And then off on New Year's Day. And then,
which I'm going to be off anyway because our kid's being born on the 30th. So.
Yeah. But I'm just saying a typical car industry, especially if it's a corporate world or industry or dealership, they're working on
7,
Christmas
8,
Christmas
9.
Eve, and then they're working on New Year's Day a lot of times too. So Mr. Akins having that framework there, that foundation of he's telling us what's important and how, and just even that schedule right there, telling us you're taking off, you're going to be spending that time. You put in plenty of time. We're not open on Sundays, but we still do better than people that are open 7 days a week.
Well, that's what I was going to say. We're kind of like the Chick-fil-A of the car business. We're closed on Sunday, and look at still number 7 in the United States. Maybe even, who knows, maybe even better. Number 1 still in the state of Georgia.
Yep.
And so even though we're closed on Sunday, we're still outdoing our competitors, which, we're not necessarily competing because we're in our own league now. But, that's just been huge. Everybody gets Sundays off. He's a Christian man. We get to have Sundays off. Love that time. And then we get a day off during the week. We get a night off early during the week as well, which is so much fun.
It is. And I think that framework of having a day off for Chick-fil-A and for us, the first priority for both companies, Akins and Chick-fil-A, is because we're going to rest on Sunday because that's what they commands us to do. But I think it creates a deficit, a want, because the world is we're getting soft to where we have everything. Everything is. You can sit in a chair and have everything delivered to you or instantly to you. Pretty much, you can order or buy whatever, in a place that says you're not getting us. You're not getting me on Sunday. You're not getting Chick-fil-A on Sunday. You're not going to buy a vehicle from us on Sunday. That creates a deficit that I think people are attracted to.
Without a doubt.
It's like, I can't have Chick-fil-A 7 days a week. Well, I'm going to make sure I go Saturday.
Yes. And I'll buy more on Saturday. That way on Sunday I can enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
And that's what I was just about to bring up. It creates that, well, we got to get it while we can then. We got to get it while they're open.
I like it.
And it's the same thing here, like we're closed on Sunday. Fridays and Saturdays are stupid busy here. Yeah. Sometimes during Georgia games this close to Athens, business can be a little slow. But we're absolutely, I don't know if this is the right term, but we're absolutely balls to the walls during the week.
Yep.
And off on Sundays.
That's right.
Praise the Lord, off on Sundays. Because so many dealerships are open on Sundays.
Yes.
And that takes so much time away from your family. There are so many people in this industry that work themselves to death from 8, 9 o'clock in the morning to 8, 9 o'clock at night. I mean, there's so many, even by the mall at Georgia or wherever, I think they're open till 8, 9 o'clock or whatever. And there's other dealerships that are too. And it's like, you're sacrificing so much, so much.
Yeah. I was at a store that was open till 8 and they wanted you to stay till 9 or 10. They, it was just a different culture there. And I hated life then. I was not in a good place just for the fact of that. It was just, it sucked. It was not a balance whatsoever. It was all work, and that was not good. But now here I am. I work a lot more than I worked there, but I'm at home. Mm-hmm. I'm at home. I got Brady and my wife and the dogs chilling, and I can edit or do whatever.
But it's work you want to do.
Yeah.
It's work that you enjoy doing.
Yes.
Like, you love social media.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You love Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, and so.
Well, if I was in the industry that I would still go hard trying to promote and do all that stuff. But if I was in the industry where it was maybe food would still be pretty cool. But there's certain things that you couldn't go hard like you can automobiles. I mean, automobiles kind of is America. It's a foundation. Everybody loves automobiles, so it's just naturally that people are enjoying seeing all the creations that we do and all the cool stuff that we do.
And you go hard in the paint on social media, dog.
Yes.
Big time. But that's the thing. Like, I think this morning you told me you were up till what, 1, 2 a.m.?
Oh, yeah.
Just editing?
Yeah.
And you seem...
Loving it.
You seem like you're a little bit tired, but you don't ever go like, oh, dude, I was up so late last night. And you're like, yeah, I mean, I was up late, but I mean, check this out. I got a banger coming out, and we got to watch that video this morning, which was so cool.
If we're gonna say we are legit and we are the real deal and we are this and that, we got to back it up. We got to be able to back it up. And you're way ahead of the game in me in that I meandered through my 20s, not really finding, obviously, as you saw in that video.
Yeah,
I wasn't my true image, and I'm still going to improve. I want each year to see you become a better man, a better father, worker, salesperson, etc. We all can improve. It's not like we're gonna. This is the best I'm going to be. Mm-hmm. If the best days of my life were my high school memories, then something's wrong. I mean, when I'm 60 years old, that's going to be the best year of my life, because that means I've had 22 more years of knowledge and experience to get even better. I don't look at it as, this is the best year of my life and that's going to be it. I want next year and the year after and 20 years from now to be the best days, so it's just continually trying to improve. And I guess knowing that in my 20s, I didn't go hard or really find myself as early as I should have, was kind of fired me up even more of like, I'm way behind. I've wasted 10 years or whatever. Now I'm really in my niche. I found my true calling. I found, I brought out my passion. I brought out things that I had in me, but, cause what you see is real, y'all. It's not fake. You can ask Jesse that, but it's just being able to be in the right environment to bring that out.
Yeah. I mean, I was not passionate about the car business before I got in this. I mean, I was passionate about powerlifting. That's what I was around, but going back to what you said about me being ahead of where you were at, I'm not saying that as like a brag, because I don't know what you were like at 23 years old.
But you're in an environment.
That's what I was
surrounded yourself with people that are.
That's what I was just
putting deposits.
I've had so many people, even from a young age, with my dad being in the baseball industry, around so many people, going to the field with him and playing catch with John Smoltz and shag and fly balls with Matt Diaz and Jeff Francoeur and these guys. My dad challenged me from a young age, like, you need to be the best in what you do. And so when it came to baseball, my dad played professionally and everything. And so it was, you need to be the best at what you do. You need to outwork everybody around you. And so that kind of mentality, and I didn't in school, and I really didn't in baseball. I wish I would have, but that's a whole nother story. But I've had so many people challenging me and putting me in opportunities where it's either you're either going to flop or you're going to absolutely just bloom in where you're at. And so my dad's been incredible challenging me, my older brother, and then coming here, like Mr. Brad has challenged me with where I'm at, moving me to different places, keeping me in places longer than I wanted to be, but going, hey, there's something better that I'm going to move you to, but I need you to be here, and I need you to experience this part, and I need you to go here and experience that part. And then when you get over here, now you get to see what the whole dealership's like. And so him challenging me, I mean, I started here right after I turned 20 years old, and then having you, I mean, challenging me. And I mean, we talk so much off camera and just in here. I've been in here so much today, just going over brainstorming things with you and whatever, but you've challenged me so much too. Like, be the best at what you do. The energy you bring to these videos, you bring that to normal conversations.
Yeah.
And I need to do the same thing in terms of the way I treat people, the way I talk to people, the way I perform here. I need to be on top of my game, but it's outworking the person next to you. And then managers up there, Tony has been incredible of challenging me. Like, don't just sit around and be lazy. There's always something out there for you to do. And so I've had a lot of great people around me coaching me up to make me the best that I can be. And I don't even think I've tapped my potential of what I can be, which excites me because I'm excited to see what the next year's like, and the next year after that's like you were talking about. And
I think you're deadly right now, but think about a 10-year tenured experience, Jesse Cash, down the road. Think about if 10 years from now, how much better you'll be from all the experiences and all the deposits people continue to put into you. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I guess what the framework for me was, I guess when I started here, it was like, man, you know, I'm come to my full fruition now, but it's not too late. I can do this for the rest of my life. So you're not too late. You're not. Mm-hmm. It's never too late to start if you know that you can do it for the rest of your life. It's never too late. It's people that say they're 50 and they're old and can't start a business or can't do this or that. That's bull, man. If you got the mindset, you can do it. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me sometimes to still know that I'm 23 years old, like 4 months into being 23 years old, because I don't feel 23 with, you know, on my second house, and been married for over 2 years now and got another baby on the way. And the people around here, I'm the youngest one in sales. And so like, I don't feel 23 years old, but it excites me because I go, well, when I'm 33, what can I be doing? What can the Lord be doing in my life then? And when I'm 43, what can I be doing? Like, it's just, I don't know. It blows my mind. And I try not to think about it a whole lot, because then I start just really getting myself worked up of like, I'm just not doing enough right now. I'm not doing enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm going to battle that all my life.
Right.
Of like, I'm just not doing enough.
But just have that framework of that you are that age and you are so ahead of the game. You don't have to don't feel rushed, because you have so much ahead of you. And like, I truly want Brady. I don't know if college is especially nowadays where, you know, the world's always evolving. I think the greatest asset that a person could have in this world is sales experience. Mm-hmm. Know how to sell and talk to people and connect. Because if you put me out in the desert, if I have a cell phone, I can be successful. I can't if I'm a dentist or whatever else you could think of, I may be screwed. But if I have the skills that I have and a cell phone anywhere in the world, I can be successful. I can turn nothing into something. Mm-hmm. So what you're gaining right now is invaluable, and you may want to rush and think that you're not doing enough, but you are. Mm-hmm. And it's tough. I think most people in life never reach their full potential because they have too much of that going on in their mind, where they think, I'm not making progress like I need to. I'm not good enough or doing enough, or they get distracted by something else, or watch a podcast and people are talking about having multiple streams of income and all this stuff. And I get that, but tell me who's going to be better at selling a car. The guy that is laser focused on being the best at product knowledge and following up with his customers and doing all the things that is a full-time job that a salesman requires, or the guy that's dabbling in real estate that's also a salesperson that also has this side hustle or this or that, you're going to win every single time because you're outworking him. You're laser focused on that. So my philosophy was, I'm not going to try to dabble in this or that. Automotive industry is my niche. Accessories is my niche. I'm going to attack that like you've never seen before. And I'm laser focused on that for, I don't know how long, but a long time. That's all I'm focused on right now. I think that's the key. Not being distracted or dabbling in multiple things to where I'm trying to work on this. I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to work on that. Brady's going through the same thing right now where he's learning that he loves racing four-wheelers. He loves baseball. He loves football. He loves golf. He loves basketball. He loves all these things, deer hunting, etc. And obviously, if he was just a baseball player and just focused on baseball, that's his best opportunity to be the best baseball player. And that could be what he needs to do. But my heart's like, he's the opposite. I'm approaching him the opposite way now because I see that all these other things bring him so much joy, and he is so young. He needs to experience those things because at some point I'm going to require him to be laser focused on one thing. So right now I want him to dabble in all these things to maximize his enjoyment as a kid. He's a kid.
Yes.
I don't want to. I've been too hard on him in the past about just baseball, and in the past year I've been like, man, I probably have pushed him too much to just do baseball when I know that he enjoys this, and this. So we're going to do that. So I think that's okay in his scenario because he is an adolescent child, and that's fine. But in mine and your scenario, we need to be more laser focused on this one thing because that's going to be the best thing for the business, and it's going to be the best thing for you and I because we are a business within a business. And if we are laser focused on that, we're going to be successful. You can't tell me that if you have a good attitude and you're laser focused on something and you go hard just at that you won't be successful. It's impossible. If show me somebody that's doing what we're doing and not going to be successful. It's almost impossible. You know, there's got to be a distraction or something else that may take us off the rails. So. Let's commit to staying hard at it.
Yeah. I mean, I had to go through that after high school of like finding out, okay, I tried this out. I hated that. Tried this out. Didn't work out. I mean, I did well at it, but it didn't work out like I wanted to. I wasn't passionate about it. And it took me jumping from a few different jobs to find out this is something I really like. And this is something I want to stay in forever. And I've said so many different times that if I ever, God forbid, ever get fired from this place or something like that, I'm never going to another car dealership.
Yeah.
Because I have my expectations are already up here with how I know a dealership can be ran, that I think I'd feel let down if I went somewhere else.
That would be a God thing, saying your time in the automotive industry is over with, but what he has equipped you with while you're in this season of your life, the tools that you're gaining right now is going to almost guarantee that if you attack whatever that other career might be, that you're going to be successful because you got that core value of you can sell, you can communicate, you can follow up, you can do all the things that's necessary.
Yeah.
In anything. You can sell anything.
Yeah.
You know?
It's been cool though with you and Brady, like you were talking about just like getting him laser focused on baseball. But I've seen a lot of it lately, like you and him going racing four-wheelers, going, taking the trucks off-road, going to play golf, going doing all these different things, and letting him just figure out what he likes.
Yeah, because it was unnecessary pressure that I was putting on him. That I know he has baseball talent and he enjoys it, but man, I know what it's like to something to kind of get ruined because you're doing it so much. I know other kids have been in that same fashion, and it's just like I need to step back and learn from. Because when I went and played college baseball, it was already like a job to me. I was already kind of burnt out. I played a lot of baseball. I was just like, man, this is. So I just trying to learn and from generation to generation of the Shepherd family. I want him to stand on my shoulders, and then the next one to stand on his shoulders, and just try to learn and be a better version.
Yeah. And that's what I saw a lot of it in high school, a lot of dads trying to live through their sons being athletes, and just even during games, just ripping them a new one from the stands. And my dad never did that. Now, when I got in the truck, it was a different story.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Hey, why didn't you perform the best you could?
Right.
You didn't. I mean, you weren't loading your hands. Like, we need to work on loading your hands. You need to work on your takeaway, all that kind of stuff. You're not pausing long enough. You know, you're not getting that balance. I don't want you coming out of the stretch that much because you're not getting no slide step, like that kind of stuff, whatever.
Right.
And so he always pushed me to be the best I could, but from the stands, he was incredible.
That's good.
From the stands, he
Yeah,
was incredible.
I hate seeing someone where they're embarrassing themselves and their child by just being obnoxious and hollering and all that kind of stuff. But I'm excited. Brady's high school season is going to start like in a month as far as the practices and stuff. So I'm excited. I really feel like he's going to have his best year this year because I've taken a lot of pressure off of him just by saying it's okay. Like, we didn't play any travel baseball in the fall. We didn't do anything in this fall.
Yeah.
And that's the first time ever we haven't done that.
Yeah.
And I said, we're going to do this. We're going to do other things, and I've told him everything I've told you. We're stepping back and being multifaceted as far as what we're going to do and try and have fun with.
Yeah.
I think he's going to play more because baseball is such a tough sport anyway.
Yes.
Mentally, you got a lot of pressure on you anyway. So I said, I want you to play baseball this year like you ride four wheelers, because he rides four wheelers with zero give a crap. He just plays. He just rides for fun, and he rides hard, and he's fast. He's just having fun doing this. He's being him without any kind of pressure. So I think that this baseball year will be good too.
Yeah. I got to cut this short. I got to get out of here.
Well, an hour and 36 minutes ain't short.
Yeah, I know. But I got my phone blowing up. I got a customer here that got to finish signing. And so, yeah.
Another great one.
Yeah, this was enjoyable. I really appreciate you bringing me on.
No doubt.
Yeah, for sure. So
until next time, we'll catch y'all later. And we got probably the next podcast will be my man AJ Styles.
Yeah, let's get it.
Probably the next one. Thank y'all for watching. Peace out.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.